So I got a couple questions of what I eat every single day to hit 190 grams of protein or 3,000 calories. I'm just gonna show you guys my meal prep and what I eat in order to achieve those to gain my goals of muscle. Cooking meals should always be fun and super tasty, so make sure when you're making your meal prep, you're actually making a meal that you enjoy. For me, I prefer pasta and chicken just because rice and chicken is too bland and boring for me. Some people will ask me, well, how do you even lose weight if you're eating pasta? And honestly, it's just about discipline and quantity, so make sure you don't eat too much or overeat. Why am I seasoning the pan right now? Well, I learned this from Gordon Ramsay, so don't judge me, judge him. He told me if you season the pan, it won't stick onto the pan, it'll stick onto the food. Now that your pan's seasoned, make sure you add the chicken. Don't worry though, I still season the top of the food to make sure we get that nice flavor and we're getting all those spices in there. Now that we have our chicken cooking, we compare our pasta. So we start boiling the water right over there. But first, we need a cookie break. I'm also not Italian, so don't judge me on how I use a strainer, but I also saw an Italian guy use a strainer this way. So you gotta put the strainer in the bowl and then toss the water out. Don't judge me again, judge the Italian guy. Strainer might be a little bigger than I expected, but it still worked. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the sauce in there. Reason why I put it into the container, because it's easy to mix. Just give it a shake. And like that, it's already all over my pasta and mixed all over the pasta. Simple and easy. Okay, now we have our chicken, we have our pasta, we have our containers. I usually stack about 4 to 6 containers per time. I like to first portion out my carbs, so I do about 2 pinches. So that's my second pinch right there. And then I got the protein. And I usually put more protein than carbs, of course. Most of my meals are high protein meals. So you got to make sure that the portion of protein is a lot higher. Here's the finished product. This is about 600 to 700 calories per each one. I eat about 3 to 4 of these, and there's about 40 to 50 grams of protein in each one of these as well. And yeah, I know, no veggies in sight. A dietarian out there is probably flinching and angry that I don't have vegetables. But no, I keep it very simple. Protein, carbs, sauce, and gains. But keep in mind, I also have fiber pills and supplements I do take on the side to make sure my GI tract, aka stomach, is working and functioning normal. And voila, here is my individual plate for dinner. Definitely not following the portions for my meal preps, but hey, we're a little hungry today. But remember, I always eat more protein than carbs. I try to tend to shoot for 40 grams per meal every time. And don't forget to enjoy your food.